Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Bree Dupree, and today I was showing you guys how I got these dreads. Now, you guys have seen me probably wear dreads two different types. I wore blue and black ones, and I also wore blonde ones. With both of those, I did a method where I just braided my hair, and then I did like the Jazz Nicole individual crochet method. So I would put this around the braid, and then I would feed the braid in through the dread. But what I found with that is that about maybe every day or every other day, my hair would peek through, because you're supposed to like wrap it around or feed it through. My hair would peek through, especially with the blonde, which is very hard to ignore because my hair is black and the dreads were blonde. So this time around, I actually just did another method that she showed us, which has been around in the community for a while with fake dreads, just more so like people who are like alternative, like, you know, like punk rockers or whatever. They do like braided dreads. So I just braided my hair in with these, and I also showed you guys real quick how I dyed my hair using the Revlon Color Silk, because my hair is normally like a 1B or like a dark 2, and these dreads are black, and I know I didn't have to dye them, but I just felt like my natural hair color was a little bit dull, a little bit like lackluster. And yeah, I don't have makeup on throughout this whole video. I'm not gonna put makeup on to show you guys the end result. You guys will see me, hopefully, if I'm in focus. Yeah, you guys will see me with makeup on with these dreads later on in life. But I just wanted to come and show you guys the finished result. This probably took about maybe 2.5 hours to do, maybe less than that. I think maybe each section a half hour, so maybe okay, like 2 hours. I did buy 4 packs of hair, and each pack comes with 24 dreads, and I still have a half a pack and like a little bit left from the last one, so a little bit more than 3 packs I used. The way I would recommend for you to section it off, I do have a big head, so if you have an average sized head, you probably use less than I did, is that I bought 4 packs, so I sectioned my hair in 4, and I try to make sure that I got a maximum of 24 braids. So meaning I didn't exceed that limit, which I never did. I actually went under that limit for each section, because that way I would have like 1 pack per each section. But it actually didn't pan out that way because I had extras and then extras and then extras, which is fine with me. So this is my finished result. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get into the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye. All right, so here is my hair. I think I washed it like 2 days prior to this video. I can't find my usual headphones that I use to record this narration, and these headphones tend to make my voice a little bit like out there and loud, so I do apologize in advance. I'm just wearing a old t-shirt and an old stained up towel for this because I'm going to be dyeing my hair. I think the color is natural black, and I just don't want to ruin a new towel or a new shirt. And here I am just mixing the dye together. So you mix the liquid into like the creamy, like the booster, and then you're going to shake it up and cut the tip off. I like to section my hair into 4 parts. Since my hair is thick and natural, it just makes it easier for me to concentrate on saturating one section of my hair. And I'm trying to do my perimeter first because that to me is like the most important. People really only see the, you know, like the outside of your head, the perimeter. Then I really try to search in the middle of your head. So I try to fully saturate my edges and all of that. And then you'll probably see me go through and try to take like not super serious, super straight or symmetrical partings, but just partings that are comfortable to me. For me, this hair dye, if I'm just like dyeing my hair 1 shade darker, which is what I'm doing in here, I'm not really worried about like fully saturating my whole hair. If that was the case, I probably should have used 2 hair dyes. So if you do have thick natural hair, I do recommend you buying 2 boxes if you're super meticulous about your hair. I'm really not when it comes to just dyeing it black. Please do not comb your hair for like thinking it's going to evenly saturate anything, because it won't. And here is my head fully saturated. Off camera I did take some rubbing alcohol and some like cotton rounds, and I got off the dye that was on my hands and on my edges. You can do that as well if you get hair dye all around you. So here is my hair after I rinsed out the hair dye. Please do not shampoo your hair. I rinsed it out, and then I used the conditioner that they give you in the box, which that conditioner is like the best. I wish they sold that conditioner separately, because it just makes your hair super soft. It smells so good. It's like one of my favorite things. So I used that, and now I'm just spraying some heat protectant in my hair. This is the one from Garnier. I'm just brushing it out with the regular brush, and now I'm going to be using they make this in like round brush. I don't know what to call it, like a wave brush. The reason why I was telling you not to use the other brush is because I'm trying to get my strands sort of straight, like almost as straight as possible, and that other brush isn't going to do that. When it comes to the root, you want to use a brush that has similar bristles to the one that I am using, because as you can see, it helps pull my hair straight.
Give me your all. You know why I call your high wasabi. Tell me, have you ever been naughty? Design with no flaws. I'll help break those walls. Be free, girl. One time, I wanna see you blow my mind. Baby, jump in my car. Baby, jump in my car. Champagne cork to the stars. Champagne cork to the stars. Then we gon' play down. Then we gon' play down.
So here's me with two sections done. You can kind of see how much my hair has grown. I've been natural, and I shaved. I did like the whole thing where I shaved my whole head off about almost 2 years now, and I've only trimmed it. That's all I've done to it, and that's how straight my hair is. So now you can see how big it is when it's blown out. It's super big, super attention grabbing whenever I go out with just blown out hair. And here is the dreads I will be using. This is the Model 18-inch Faux Loc extensions in the shade 1. I do have 4 packs. There are 24 dreads in each pack. As I said in the beginning, I had about a little bit more than a half a pack left, which you could, or what I might do if I'm not super lazy, is go back and take some parts and turn it into 2 parts, because I did notice that I did somewhat thicker parts in the back of my head because I couldn't really see what was going on. So I might do that. I might not, because at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm resectioning my hair up off in 4 sections, because I thought that I could do, 1 section per pack, which was my original technique I was going with.
I like it that way. Yeah, girl, I know you like it that way. That way. Ooh, baby, you know I like it that way. I like it that way. Yeah, girl, I know you like it that way. That way. Ooh, baby, you know I like it that way. I beat the way shorty looked at me when I introduced myself, trying not to get at you. That's something I couldn't help. Said she had a man, but she feels so unappreciated. Hey girl, I'm almost famous. Betty won't mind if we get naked. Wanna get up inside, could you play me? If I can make you #1, would you play?
Okay, so here is where it's going to get interesting. It's super easy. So you see that loop? I am opening up that loop, and how you do that is you just stick your finger in there. It stretches out pretty easily. And now I'm grabbing my hair with the loop still in my fingers, and I pull that hair through. Please do not just separate your hair into 2 strands and then instantly start braiding the dread. You want to first twist your 2 strands together and then braid the dread. If you go in and you just act like the dread is a 3rd strand and you don't twist your 2 strands together first, what you're going to get is a loop. You see how seamless it looks almost from my scalp, the transition to the dread. It will look like, a regular crochet with a huge knot, which is something that when it comes to you braiding your extension, so it's going to look a little bit smaller. It's something that is not that great, and it's not that attractive to look at. So I'm just braiding my hair in with the extensions. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. You can braid it either way. I tend to braid the opposite way, where the middle goes down instead of the middle going up. That's just because I'm left-handed and I do things super weird, but there it is. And if you have any extra, you can always just twist it inside the dread, which I did that for some. For others, I just try to braid it all the way down. But if you just got your hair trimmed, or if you have a blunt cut, you will probably have to tuck your ends into the dread, because you probably won't be able to taper off the braiding. So here we go again. Now this is another section where I probably could have taken it into two, but I mean, who really cares, right? Again, there's the loop. I'm putting my fingers through the loop, my finger and my thumb, and then I will use that finger and my thumb to grab my hair, pull it through. I hurt myself at work. That's what I was showing you guys. And I also got some dye left in between my thumb and my pointer, so ignore those things. So you want to pull it through the loop, and what I found is you want to try to braid this thing tight. Pull it taut. So sometimes I'll bite it in my teeth, as you see here. Sometimes I'll tuck it between my neck and my shoulder, and then I split my hair into two, twist my two strands together, and then go through and add that piece as a third party to the braid. Please, please, please. I don't know if NIcole touches on that or not. What I found for me is that it works better if I twist those two together first. I will link NIcole's channel down below, because she has about six different methods on how you can do these individual crochets, and she also shows you guys how to do individual crochets with like box braids almost, so dreads and box braids. It's very informative. Her channel always teaches me something, and I'm really glad that she thought about this, because a lot of times I see this and it's for people who have different hair texture than me. So I'm kind of glad that she kind of shed light and like reminded me that even though our hair may be thicker, a little bit coarse, a different texture, we can still braid in extensions just like other people do. I also used a little bit of edge control on my sections that required me to braid my edges in. I try not to braid my edges in. They're really not braided in. I just wanted them slicked down so it'd be a smoother transition. You can use product in your hair like jam or whatever. Some people do. I can't do that because my hair will start getting really silky and everything will just slip right between everybody's fingers. So I don't need to do that personally, but if that's something that you need to do, go ahead. Please moisturize your hair. I did put in some leave-in conditioner before that I did not show you guys right when my hair was wet before I blow dried it. So please make sure you do that as well.
So what you drinking, baby girl, let's get faded. We can pull up in the range and ballet it. Yeah, girl, heard you like it that way. Drop 3K and there ain't no Andre. Champagne popping in the game like EA. Flying out trying to take you down in the PJ. Let's go. Baby, jump in my car. Baby, jump in my car. Champagne cold to the stars. Champagne cold to the stars. Then we gon' lay down. Then we gon' lay down till we can't shake no more. I like it that way. Yeah, girl, I know you like it that way.
And I forgot to tell you guys, between if I'm comparing this technique versus the other techniques, this is so easy, so simple. If you want to go for dreads that are your hair color, I sincerely recommend this technique. Normally when I'm doing these individual crochet dreads, I individually braid my own hair first and then I wrap around the dread around my braid. It takes me sometimes a day and a half, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm working or whatever. Maybe 8 hours if I can just sit down by myself. This plus dyeing my hair. So from start to finish, from me dyeing my hair, blow drying, and braiding it in, maybe 3 hours. Maybe 3 hours. You know, the sun was still out when I was done. I could still like get up and sit, and I was really focused. I didn't take any breaks or pauses, which normally I have to do with the other technique in order to stay motivated, or like, you know, my arms start hurting or my hands start hurting, because it is a very intricate situation. And then, you know, after a couple days your hair starts sticking out. With this, it was just super simple, and I like how it looks with the braids almost in, like going from a braid to a dread. If your hair is shorter, this will probably look a lot better on you. My hair almost goes down to my neck, so you can really see the braids. But I say if you have like a little bit shorter hair, don't do this if you only have like, you know, like a really short haircut, because I don't know if it would grip. If you can go ahead and grip it, then by all means. But if my hair was super short, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. So I'm glad that I decided to try this method, because it really was a time saver. And I know that this is going to stay in until I take it out, because it's braided in. There is not going to be any slipping. There's not going to be any hair poking out on the sides. And even if it does, my hair is so matched to these dreads that it just looks like natural sort of dreads. So I am a fan of this method. Down your legs, know you like it that way. Hit it from the back, know you like it that way. And when you give it to me, you know I like it that way. And here are the dreads all done. I really like doing the row partings, because I like to wear my hair slightly flipped over, as you'll see me trying to decide if I want 2 rows flipped over or 3. That's my favorite go-to thing with these dreads, is braiding it in one direction and flipping it over in the other direction. It gives you a little bit of volume. It looks cute. So here it is, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys maybe learned a few things, maybe want to try this. Let me know if you want to try this. This hair is very cheap. It was only like $8 a pack. So you guys will be seeing this hair in other videos to come. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like. And if you have any questions, you can always comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.